You know, it's kind of funny. Roughly about a year ago, I approached good old Nikki V here and I said, hey, I saw you commented on a wrestling thing. You know what we should do? We should do a wrestling thing. So we made a predictions cast for WrestleMania 30, part 1, but we completely forgot part 2. Sometime later, we found our buddy Calcos here, and ever since then, it has been one long-ass wrestling adventure. And now we come to WrestleMania 31, pretty much a year later. And I have to say, first off, before we get this started, we've hit 100 subscribers on this channel. Something I didn't think we'd get at first, but needless to say, I'm very excited about us getting 100 subscribers. So I think that deserves a little bit of a change, don't you think, Calgos?
I would agree. Zippity zap, wobbity bap.
Holy shit! Look at them graphics. Look at this.
Whoa, nice graphics. I'd like to get my hands on that game.
Big thanks to our new editor of sorts, Bobby, whose 6 numbers afterwards I can never remember, but
I think it's
actually,
like Bobby 162534.
That's a lot of numbers.
I had a lot of numbers for some strange reason, but yeah, he's super cool. We'll put links in the doobly-doo.
Yay, doobly-doo. Haven't heard that term in years.
And let's get this show on the road. Welcome, everyone, to the Haymakers Predict WrestleMania 31. I am your host, Toon Critic Y2K, your cult personality.
My name is Nikki VMLP.
And I am DJ Calcos.
Yeah, I guess I really didn't desert you guys for some other big promotion thing. He had me on there for 5 seconds, then he backstabbed me. So, I guess I'm coming back to this little shindig.
Yeah, what makes you think we're going to take you back, huh? I mean, you backstabbed us. What the fuck, man?
Well, I didn't necessarily completely backstab you. I mean, oh, what the fuck? Fine, I did.
All right, we'll let you back on, but I got my eye on you, critic.
Yeah, okay. You're just one RKO away, bitch. Anyway. Yeah, WrestleMania 31. We've been building up to this, and I, for one, am excited. We're only as of this recording, we're only hours away from pay-per-view, and am I the only one excited?
No, I'm pretty excited. I'm going to be going to a local arcade bar and drinking and watching the pay-per-view with buddies. They're hosting a WrestleMania party, complete with custom drinks. There's one themed after Samoa Joe, there's another after Steve Austin, another after Dean Ambrose. It's going to be a good time.
I'm excited for the large majority of this card. Like, there's a lot of matches on here that I think have gotten a fair amount of build-up that has properly set my hype, but we'll see how it goes.
Now, we just found out that we're getting 2 pre-show matches, one of which we just found out that we're kind of upset at, but
It's bullshit.
yeah, we should probably just start with the pre-show to warm ourselves up for the big ones. Okay, first up, why they decided to put this on the pre-show, I don't know, because they had advertised this for the main show, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, or as it is affectionately known as, the Armbar.
Well,
Why?
if you use Andre's real name, his last name's like Russalamino or something.
Yeah, that's why they call it the armbar. Andre Rosimov Memorial Battle BA Royal Armbar.
Yeah, it fits. I like
It
it.
does fit. So this, they just said, is set with 20 people, and the last entrant is going to be a part of some NXT tournament thing, which means an NXT star is going to be a part of the Battle Royal. And the announced participants for this match are as follows: The Miz, Curtis Axel, Ryback, Fandango, Adam Rose, Zack Ryder, Jack Swagger, Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, Big Show, Kane, Eric Rowan, Damian Mizdow, Sin Cara, Goldust, Heath Slater, Mark Henry, Connor and Victor of the Ascension, and the winner of the NXT WrestleMania Access Tournament.
You can tell that they've neutered their roster because last year was 30 men, this year is 20.
Right. And, oh, by the way, the 4 people in the NXT tournament are Tyler Breeze, Hideo Itami, Adrian Neville, and Finn Balor.
All right, that'll be kind of interesting. It would be really cool, even though it's on the pre-show, to have an NXT alumni win it. It's unlikely, but it would be a really nice WrestleMania moment for the future of the WWE. Anyway, now that this is on the pre-show, We had talked about this slightly before, that we were a little worried Sheamus was going to show his face in there and then win the whole thing. But I think they brought it to the pre-show because Sheamus isn't coming back in the Memorial Battle Royal, which means there's no big return, which means there's no reason to have it on the main show. That's WWE logic. I think that's bullshit because I'm a big fan of Battle Royals. I like Battle Royals. They're very tense, and there's always a lot of excitement after the jobbers get eliminated. I like it. So I hate the fact that it's on the pre-show because whomever wins, there's really no big moment. It's not like last year with Cesaro throwing the Big Show out of the ring. Yeah, his push was neutered afterward, but that was a huge moment. That's not gonna be there this time because it's on the fucking pre-show.
Yeah, it really is a shame. I was looking forward to seeing this on the main card, but I guess they're doing this because this will get people to actually watch the pre-show. I rarely watch the pre-shows because I know it's just promo and prequel to the pay-per-view sort of material, but I think now I'm actually going to give a shit because this is, it's a 2-hour pre-show and then a 4-hour pay-per-view.
Well, then in that case, the WWE has done its job. It's gotten you to give a shit about the pre-show, so I guess we can't talk too much shit about it.
What are our predictions? I would say, how about we pick 2 to 3 for this, since there's quite a few people in this.
I say 2.
Yeah, let's go with 2.
Yeah.
I think all of us kind of have the same sort of idea with Damien Mizdow.
Yeah, let's get it out of the way. Number 1 on our pick is Mizdow.
Mizdow.
All of us.
They've been building this up because the fact that Miz and Mizdow have not got a WrestleMania match, and their rivalry right now is really, really good. I am loving what they're doing so far. So I would hope that WrestleMania is the big chance for that, I guess that turn to happen.
Yeah, because Mizdow is getting huge pops every single goddamn time. It's a little disguised, not on purpose, but he is very much over. And because of that, The Miz is also over as arguably the best heel this company has seen in a very long time. He's such a good heel. And because of that, Mizdow gets more over. And because of that, The Miz gets more over. So you have this wonderful feud and dynamic that doesn't require any kind of championship or big thing. All it requires is that Mizdow wins the Battle Royal, and then Miz does something or whatever, either at WrestleMania or the Raw after, and that sets off a big feud that can last a couple of months at least. So that's a big deal right there. So if Mizdow doesn't win, I'll be very surprised. The other person I want to win, which I think you guys might agree with me just for comedic reasons, and because I don't see anybody else here winning, Curtis Axel.
Yeah, the whole Axelmania thing could probably pay off here.
I don't see anybody else winning this other than maybe Ryback or Big Show or Kane, or maybe Eric Rowan. But, you look at this roster and it's it's a battle royal, of course, and not everybody has a chance to win. That's the way it works. But I honestly just have to go with Curtis Axel because besides The Miz and Damien Mizdow, nothing else here matters. This is all about their rivalry. So I have to go with Curtis Axel just because he's number 2, but it's not even fucking close.
Here's the other way you can tell that the roster's just been completely shot since last year's armbar. Think about some of the people that were in that one. I think Del Rio was in it. Sheamus was in it. Christian. There were legit stars in this.
Brad Maddox, Yoshitatsu, a lot of their jobbers were in it.
Well, they gotta find a place to put those. So,
but a lot of the mid card people too, like the high mid cards.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, there's only maybe 3 or 4 legit. Well, maybe a little more, like maybe 5 of these guys that are actual worth a damn people, and the rest are just filler.
Yeah. So I guess when it comes down to it, my pick's Mizdow, and I think just because I want to see if they're actually going to do this or not, I think they're going to do something maybe between Big Show or Kane, because they've been having some kind of argument between each other. I personally would like to see, and I know this is a big stretch, it probably won't happen, but it's just for, just a what if. I think it's either going to be Mizdow or Big Show.
It'd be nice if Big Show actually finally fucking won one of these things.
Well, the thing is that they're doing this. The big guys don't win Royal Rumbles or Battle Royals, and they do this on purpose because it's the logical choice to win. They did this back with Andre the Giant, actually, because Andre the Giant would win a lot of Battle Royals because of his size, and people got fucking tired of it. People do not like it when big guys win the Battle Royals. They don't like it. I don't like it. And it's because it's the perfect logical choice to win. There's no odds to overcome. They're fucking huge. Logically speaking, they should win every goddamn time, which is why they don't win every goddamn time.
Yeah, but last year, though, everybody was saying, oh, this is the perfect one for Big Show, because I remember when this was announced, like, everybody was talking about how Big Show was probably going to win it, and then, like, he made it to the final two, and it's like, well, no, Cesaro.
You can't say lol no Cesaro. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I will say that it's awesome, but you said it yourself. They neutered his push like almost immediately after. Because actually before we get to Cesaro, Nick, what are your picks?
Mizdow, of course. And this is gonna sound a little weird, but I'm gonna pick a dark horse for this. I'm gonna go with Eric Rowan.
Really?
Really? Because, well, first of all, Cesaro was a huge dark horse last year, and he pulled it off, so, like, who's to say? And secondly, Eric Rowan is, like, surprisingly good at wrestling, and they have done absolutely fuck all with him ever since the, he was part of the whole, oh, you're fired now, thing, but he was the third wheel on that the entire time. I want to see Eric Rowan finally get something good to happen to him, because the guy is 6'8". He should win at least one match every so often. I'm gonna go Mizdow, and my dark horse is Eric Rowan.
That's interesting, actually. The second match on the pre-show is Tyson Kidd and Cesaro defending their tag team championships against Los Matadores, The New Day, and the Usos. Wait a minute. Didn't we have a fatal 4-way tag team match for the tag team championships at last year's WrestleMania with pretty much everybody here minus one or two teams?
It's a throwaway match.
Man, why I gotta do that? Why is it basically this shows me that the tag team division is like barely even changed in a year?
Nobody cares about the tag team division. Like, within 2014, the only time people cared about the tag team division was when the Usos won the first time, and when Miz and Mizdow won the tag team titles. Like, when Miz and Mizdow won, that should have been a jumping point to elevate the titles, but now they're back to where they started, despite fan favorites Tyson Kidd and Cesaro having it. Hell, it's funny, because they gave the championships to them to show, hey, they're reaching for the brass ring. They don't even have a fucking name.
Except what we give them.
Except what we give them. They don't even have an official name. But you know what? Let's end the predictions right now. We fucking know who's going to win this match, and it's the Usos, because Rikishi is going into the Hall of Fame. All right?
Well...
No. This is telegraphed like fucking crazy. There's no fucking way they aren't winning.
Yeah, but are they going to honor Rikishi for going into the Hall of Fame on the fucking pre-show?
Yeah, I was about to say on the main card probably, but on the fucking pre-show though.
Yeah, like honestly, like correct me if I'm wrong. Title changes almost never, ever happen on the pre-show.
Now I'm a little conflicted. You know what? I've been voting the Usos for forever, so I'm gonna go with the New Day.
Really?
No, I'm going to go with Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. Fuck you.
I had legitimately thought we were going to have to kick you out.
Okay, I'm going to go with Kidd and Cesaro retaining, because Kidd and Cesaro just got the titles. I don't think it'd be fair for them to just lose it via this telegraphed, oh, Rikishi's going in, the Usos automatically win it. I think it's more Kidd and Cesaro have a great dynamic, and I think if they're going to lose it, they'll probably lose it a little bit more down the line. Losing it here would really fuck up their chances at being like a legit tag team.
The only way I could see this going, or if they do lose, then Natalya is going to break, not in real life, but Natalya will probably end up not being part of that anymore because like they've been having like every so often they have those little problems with the relationship in the middle of the ring. So
Yeah, I think Natalia hit a new low when fucking El Torito pinned her. I'm just like,
that and the chicken
man,
fries.
you are part of the goddamn Hart family, and you got pinned by a fucking midget in a bull costume. What is wrong with you? No, actually, no, that's not fair. What is wrong with creative? Let's go with
Yeah, because El Torito is great.
Yeah, I saw this one gif of him where he did like this Hurricane Rana where he did 15 revolutions around a guy. The guy could go. It's just that the WWE has no clue what to do with him.
We all on brass ring?
Yeah.
Grab that back ring.
Okay, so now let's finally move on to the main card. And ooh, what an opening match we have here. The opening match for WrestleMania 31 is Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins.
This match, I legitimately believe, has the highest chance of being match of the night. Because, well, mostly just look at the other cards. Every other match is either A, at least 7 people in it, B, has somebody over the age of 50, C, is a Divas match, sorry, or D, involves Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. The only 2 that aren't in one of those categories are Orton and Rollins and Rusev and Cena. Which do you think will be the better match?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Orton and Rollins match here. I love the gradual buildup they did. And I'm kind of I am glad that they went with the gradual route because now it feels like this is gonna be special. If they had pulled the trigger with Orton coming back around like maybe Survivor Series or around TLC or whatever, they probably would have had this match. They probably would have been like in their 3rd match or so come WrestleMania. But this, I think, makes it feel more important. I love the way that they handled Orton and Rollins, like how the feud started and how it reignited with Orton just beating the shit out of Rollins, and with Rollins having J&J security like constantly helping him, and Rollins being a chicken shit. I think Rollins is going to win this. So at Extreme Rules, they can have like some kind of steel cage match where Orton will win.
Yeah, I think Rollins will win this one clean because he needs a clean win. He really does. I know some people might not think that Rollins needs a win. He needs a fucking win. He really does. Orton does not. The guy's got 10 years of wins on his back. He's got a Royal Rumble win. He's got numerous championship wins. The guy can lose basically every non-big match, except for like maybe 1 or 2 for the next year, and he'll still look great. So Rollins, however, he needs a clean, honest win here.
I'm conflicted because I legitimately think that at some point in this match, we are going to see a Phoenix splash into an RKO. I feel like it's got to happen here. Like this has the biggest potential for a holy shit, we're going to remember this RKO for the rest of our lives RKO since the last time he fought Evan Bourne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This, like, pull the trigger on it, goddammit. I want to see that happen, but if that happens, that pretty much means that the win should go to Orton, right?
Yeah, because if Orton hits that, Rollins is not getting up. It doesn't matter what point you're at in the match, he's not getting up from that.
I honestly think he will. I think that will be at somewhere in the late middle part of the match, and they'll keep going after that because if that's the end of the match, it's not a what if kind of thing. It's like, oh, he did it, and then the pin. That it doesn't work that way. You do it somewhere in the middle, sort of like when Seth Rollins did the Phoenix Splash at the Royal Rumble. He did it somewhere in the late 2/3 of the way through the match. So if you do this 2/3 of the way through the match, it still becomes a little bit more ambiguous, and it makes both men look fucking great. So I'm still going with Seth Rollins.
All right, you talked me into it. I'm going to take Seth Rollins.
Yeah. And I guess we're all in agreement for Seth Rollins?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd agree, though. Orton doesn't need, like, a major win here. He can probably just pick up the win at, like, a later pay-per-view. But Rollins needs his WrestleMania moment, and I have a very strong feeling that he's going to get that here. Speaking of people who need the WrestleMania moments, we move on to the next match, which is a match that I have really not wanted to happen, but the way they've been building this up, I just don't want the other guy to lose. The Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt.
Okay, before we go on, though, I'm a little nervous about this match being second because this is the kind of match that you should not put on while the sun is still in the sky.
I don't think this is going to be the second match. We're just reading them as they're listed on like Wikipedia.
Yeah, because I think the second match should either be the ladder match or Rusev v. Cena. Because as a matter of fact, I think it should be Rusev v. Cena, then the ladder match, then Undertaker, then the Divas match, then Sting v. Triple H, then the main event. But that's just me.
Really?
hoping...
I thought the ladder match should open it up just to get everybody excited.
No, God, no. You don't want to open up a pay-per-view with a crazy dangerous match like that. You always want to open it up with a solid one-on-one or triple threat or tag team kind of thing that has a build to it. And Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins is that match, so you open with it. But anyway, Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt. Okay, Zach, I know you don't want this to happen. I know you don't. Because a lot of people are very much in denial about The Undertaker because they're saying, oh, he's going to face Sting at WrestleMania 32 and get that match going, or, oh, he's going to face somebody else. He's going to go on to WrestleMania 33. Stop. The Undertaker is 50 years old. He only has so much left in him, and I'd rather him stop now than stop when he's broken. Because you want to know who else is like that? Mick Foley. And Mick Foley is so broken that he can't put on his pants unassisted. His wife has to do it. That's awful. I don't want The Undertaker to end up like that because he suffers an injury later on down the line and is all of a sudden not well. So a lot of people are in denial about this because they can't believe that The Undertaker is retiring. And I don't blame them. The guy's been with the company for almost 25 years. It's hard to imagine a WWE without The Undertaker. But I think this is his last match. Bray Wyatt is winning.
This is the last go around for Taker, which I think it probably will be. Then Taker is the ultimate traditionalist. He always has to go out on his back. And he's going to go out by giving the rub to Bray Wyatt.
See, I want to agree with you guys because you make very valid points, and I'm not really in denial. I don't see the whole Sting, the Sting match happening. I didn't even want this match to happen at all. I don't think Bray Wyatt deserves this, but I guess I am a little bit in denial. So I'll be the odd person out and go with Undertaker.
Who would have thought we'd reach the point where we're all like, or where most of us are like, nah, Taker's not winning at WrestleMania.
Well, that's the thing. Even if the streak was still on, I would still pick Bray Wyatt. Because right now, Bray Wyatt's character, persona, and everything within kayfabe, he is the logical next face of fear. He is the next step in this kind of character archetype. Because whether you like him or not, the evidence is all there. Kids are legitimately afraid of Bray Wyatt. Many adults think he's fucking awesome. He has a dark, creepy entrance that, honestly, I think this match will be like 20 minutes worth of entrances alone, and I can't fucking wait for that.
I don't deny that that's going to be good, but here's my question. Even if Wyatt wins this, where does he go from there?
Where does he go from there? That's the fun part. He can go anywhere he fucking wants because he doesn't need any belts. He doesn't need any kind of real accolades. All he needs to do is destroy people. You want to know who else was like that early in their career? The Undertaker. They are the same fucking character with different origins. Bray Wyatt needs no titles. Bray Wyatt needs no accolades. Bray Wyatt doesn't need any of that. He doesn't need your support. He doesn't need your cheers. All he needs to do is bust some motherfucking skulls into the heathens on the roster. That is Bray Wyatt in a nutshell. So what does he do? He picks his next target and he crushes him. That's what he does.
I'm still going to go with The Undertaker.
Okay.
I have some glimmer of hope that Taker is going to win, so I'm just going to go with that. Even though I absolutely acknowledge what you guys are saying, I'm still going to go with Undertaker. I don't recall ever a pay-per-view where I went against Undertaker. Not even with like Batista or Edge or fucking when Triple H or Shawn Michaels did it.
Or CM Punk.
I'm pretty sure when Taker versus CM Punk was announced, I was very, very conflicted. But I still went with Undertaker though.
All right, let's move on to the next match then.
All right, next match. Divas match. AJ Lee and Paige versus the Bella Twins.
Okay, here's the thing. For those of you that watched last week's Raw, that match was great. That match was really good. It went on for 12 minutes. Paige and Nikki went in there, and they beat the crap out of each other, and they highlighted one very important fact, and it's that Nikki has far and away been the best improved diva on the roster. She was bottom of the barrel by this time last year, and now she is a legit contender as a wrestler. She's very, very good. Somebody taught her something. I don't know what it is, but man, she has graduated so much ever since that awful rivalry with Brie from the dark times. We don't mention those dark times. But this honestly should have been a singles match between Paige and Nikki, but we don't get one, so I'm going with AJ Lee and Paige.
Either that, or it should have been a four-way Divas match for the title.
That would have made sense, but then... no, here's how it should have been. It should have been AJ, Paige, Nikki, Naomi. Bam. There you go.
Yeah, I can buy that. But yeah, and plus if they had a four-way between those four, then at some point they might have to mention, oh wait, there was a time Nikki didn't like Brie. Brr, 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 brr. Can't have that. That'd be fucking continuity. Who wants that shit?
All right, is that it for the Divas match?
Wow, that was quick.
By the way, I'd take AJ and Paige.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm going to take the Bellas.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, there's really not much to say about this match. There's no titles on the line. The only thing I want is for it to go at least 8 minutes. And if it's going to be short, it needs to at least have something in it because they're very off and on with the whole hashtag give divas a chance ever since they fucking stole it. But they have been giving them longer matches, and then they do a short one. I mean, distraction roll-ups are at an all-time low right now, which is great.
God.
So this match I'm not excited for. I'm just interested in. I'm interested to see how it goes. But next match.
All right, next match is Rusev defending his United States Championship against Cena. All right, say it with me. Cena wins lol. I'm sorry,
Do I
but
have to say that?
yes, we have to say that because at the last pay-per-view, Rusev went over clean, or as clean as he could possibly go, besides a fucking little finish. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, and last week's Raw also set up John Cena as the underdog by having Rusev maul him outside of the ring.
So here's how this is gonna go. Cena's gonna win here, and then they're gonna have a rematch at Extreme Rules.
And then Cena's going to go over again.
Yep. And then Rusev, poor guy, is going to find something else to do.
God, you can't beat Superman.
You can try, but...
This sucks, man. Rusev, if he loses, needs to make an immediate fucking face turn. And I mean fucking U-turn, 180 face turn. I don't know how, but it needs to happen. Otherwise, his career ends Sunday night.
Wish it had been under better circumstances, but I guess it had to be with Cena, so...
This is the problem with having undefeated streaks be a major part of their fucking character.
Because once that's gone, then you're pretty much gone. It's the same with Goldberg. Goldberg had 173 wins, and then once he lost, I think, when he came to WWE, he became pretty irrelevant afterwards.
No, okay, I'm going to tell the story. For one, the streak was 173, but WCW was inflating the numbers. The guy had, I think, a year or a year and a half long streak, something like that, which is roughly 70 wins. But, yeah, it wasn't 173. They were inflating the numbers.
Why the fuck did they say 173?
Because
to make it sound good.
Yeah, to make it sound better. But the thing is, Goldberg's momentum dropped because of the way he lost the winning streak. He lost the winning streak by getting tased, and that's why he lost the momentum. He got tased by Scott Hall, then Kevin Nash won the title, then the following week the finger poke of doom happened, and the rest is history. So the problem here is not that Rusev is losing, it's who he's losing to.
And it's Cena.
Another one bites the dust to Cena.
The guy eats heels for fucking breakfast.
You remember, you know what this reminds me of? You remember when Umaga went up against Cena at like New Year's Revolution in 2007, and then he lost again in a last man standing match at the following Royal Rumble, and then Umaga just faded away?
Yeah.
It's gonna be 2 back-to-back wins, and then Rusev is never going to get near his title again.
You know, it's sad. Like, Cena always, or at least has a couple of times mentioned how he helps. Like, he's got his finger on the pulse of the fan base, and he gets people over, like Ambrose, Ziggler, the Usos, Prime Time.
It's not his fault. It's creative. Creative books him like a Superman, and when he beats a villain, that villain goes down. It's just how it is. Has nothing to do with John Cena and everything to do with the fact that he doesn't fucking lose. John Cena wins the United States Championship at WrestleMania.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of Superman, this is a quick little plug if you guys haven't played the WWE Mortals game. His skin in the WWE Mortals game is almost exactly like Superman's suit, minus the cape.
Amazing.
I just find that hilarious.
No, I refuse. For once in my freaking life, I am saying Cena does not win low.
Mother Russia! Mother Russia! Mother Russia!
Is the inner Russian in you telling you that, Nikki?
I think well, my mom actually was a Russian translator at one point, so fuck yeah, I am!
Okay, I guess it's me and Kalkos with Cena and Nikki's with Rusev.
Rusev Putria, Rusev Pachka.
Machka. M, not B.
And we just pissed off all our Russian followers. Nice going.
Rusev hit, Rusev crush.
There you go. And we got them back.
Hey! Next match on the card! Holy shit, this match is going to be fucking insane. It is a ladder match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship between R-Truth, Bad News Barrett, Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler, Stardust, and Daniel Bryan.
All right, for this match, we're going to pick up to 2 to 3 for this.
Just two.
Really? Just
no,
two?
Just one. Just one. There's only
What?
7. There's just one. Just one.
Okay, that's easy then. Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan. It's either Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, or Dean Ambrose at this point. All three of them are legit contenders, and I wouldn't be surprised if Dolph Ziggler or Dean Ambrose wins. But Daniel Bryan, if he wins this, it gives him the Triple Crown or a modern-day Grand Slam, if you will. Because the Grand Slam championship is more or less defunct because the European and hardcore championships are no longer a thing. But, Daniel Bryan is the obvious choice here.
Just because he's the obvious choice, though, you know what's in my gut, though? I have a very sneaking suspicion. The way they've been building this up, there is the possibility that Bad News Barrett's pertains, and the commentators are like, oh, after all of that, Barrett finally proved that he is the one true Intercontinental Championship. He got back his title. I have that very small gut feeling that they're going to pull that shit.
Okay, Zach, I say these two words a lot. Usually I don't mean them, but this time I mean them. Fuck you.
That is basically that's what creative would be doing if Bad News Barrett won. That'd be a big fuck you to the entire audience.
He's lost every freaking match for the last 8 months. Or 8 weeks. And now just, he won. Yay!
Okay, when you say it like that, I know it doesn't make sense, but it's a gut feeling.
It does. I'll take Luke Harper over Bad News Barrett, goddammit.
Is that your pick?
No, God, no. Fuck no. What do you think? What's wrong with you, man? No, I'm going to take Ambrose in this one. There's been some weird rumor that he's going to be getting some kind of big push heading into SummerSlam. And I think this would be a good way to start that, to give him the Intercontinental title and have him run with it.
All the way to SummerSlam?
I heard about that Ambrose might be getting a big push all the way to SummerSlam. However, that was from Mets fan, and I don't trust him very much.
Not a lot of us do.
Yeah, not very trustworthy of Mets fan at this point.
Well, even if he doesn't get a huge push going towards SummerSlam, this would give him like just something to do and something to keep him on TV for a while. So I'm going to take Dean Ambrose, although I think it would be a really cool dark horse if R-Truth were to win. Because the guy has been one of the funniest things on television for a while, and he's got the gold dust thing going on. He's doing better now than he was doing years ago. Like,
I can see that.
No, I agree with that. I'm still going with Daniel Bryan, though, if only because it's the obvious choice.
Right. R-Truth is just my dark horse. If I had to pick two, I'd go with Ambrose and Truth. But if I can only pick one, I'll take Ambrose.
Yeah, if I'm going to go with my dark horse, then my dark horse is going to be Ziggler.
Yeah, my dark horse is actually Luke Harper. All right, so, okay, Nikki, you're with Dean. I'm with Daniel. Zach, who are you with?
I'm definitely going with Daniel Bryan. Now, you know what? There's something that I wanted to bring up that I just recently noticed. When Ambrose started this whole thing, he said he'd like to be, like, on, like, the mantle or whatever. Like, he'd like to have his face, like, in one of the pictures by the championship. Here's the thing that bugs me.
He was the longest-running United States champion in history?
Yeah, and yet that doesn't count for something? Could he have just looked over the United States Championship? He's like, oh yeah, I'm there.
He didn't see that wall. The United States champions are on a different wall. He just saw the Intercontinental title wall and the tag team title wall and the champions wall and was like, fuck. But he didn't turn around to the other wall that he was looking against, and that's where the United States titles were.
Because when he was United States Championship, he was booked terribly.
A lot of people keep thinking that, oh, he never defended the United States Championship during his 440-day reign or whatever. He defended the championship on average once every 37 days. That's an average of 1 month of one defense every month, almost. The problem is that he had all of those defenses during the beginning of his reign. So you had like the last 2/3 where he was holding the sucker for 5 months and didn't defend it once. So that's a big problem that they had. Next match.
All right, next match. Ooh, now we're getting to the good stuff. Next match is Sting versus Triple H. A match you'd probably only ever see in the video games, but is now happening.
Even then, you'd have to like create Sting for most of this stuff, unless you got a WCW game that somehow had Terror Rising in it.
Oh my god. Fucking A+ reference, dude.
Yeah.
This match is so hard to call because the question still remains whether this is just a retirement match for Sting, because the guy is older than The Undertaker. He's 56. So if that's true, then Triple H wins. And that's cool, because Sting gets his WrestleMania moment and gets to retire at the biggest event in wrestling. But if things continue with Sting, and this isn't his final match, then Sting will likely go over Triple H, they'll feud for a while, and they'll have a retirement match at some other time with Triple H going over. But Triple H also needs a win, because he's been losing over and over and over again to get the faces over, which is awesome, but he needs a win right now. So I'm gonna have to go with Triple H.
I agree that Triple H needs a win, but I don't think that Sting is the guy to get that win from. It just feels weird that they would bring Sting in and just have him retire right away and go 0-1 in WWE forever. It just feels like they wouldn't be giving him the... it just feels like they'd be throwing him away.
Exactly. That's my thing with this. Sting is a fucking icon. And if he goes into this and he's 0-1 at WrestleMania, that... I'm sorry, but this is fucking WrestleMania. The dude has never stepped foot in a WWE ring, ever. He is an icon in WCW. Hell, he's an icon in TNA. So going to WrestleMania and getting a 0-1, I don't fucking think so, Sting.
Yeah, I'm taking Sting as well. Like, I just don't see Triple H getting it. I think that at some point, maybe they'll have a rematch at Extreme Rules or something, but here I just can't see it. I think Sting wins.
All right. Okay. Now.
The big one, the big daddy, the end-all be-all, the main event. Brock Lesnar defending his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Roman Reigns.
All right, folks, how can this go wrong?
Okay, now, when this match was being billed after Fastlane, all of us were like, this is stupid. Reigns is going to beat Brock Lesnar. This means that Reigns beats The Undertaker's streak in spirit, and it ruins a huge amount of buildup because Brock Lesnar is this huge monster. I mentioned this in a previous cast, but he's the final fucking boss of wrestling. He really is. If he's gonna lose, he's going to lose to a super over babyface, where that's the tipping point of their momentum, and that person was Daniel Bryan. But now it's Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns is not that guy. The guy is getting booed by mark crowds. He was booed at last week's Raw. That Raw was in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a mark crowd, and they booed Roman Reigns. That is awful, and and now things are interesting though, because Roman Reigns was always a lock. But right after Raw, Brock Lesnar signed a multi-year contract with WWE for $3 million per year.
I heard 3.
3 years? Doesn't really matter. The fact is, he's on the roster for until at least 2017, if not longer than that. So, if he loses the championship here, Zach, for you, this is a Bray Wyatt situation. What does he do from here? He lost to Roman Reigns. He can't get that momentum back. You built up this unbeatable monster, and there's nothing else you can do after it because he lost to someone everybody fucking hates.
If I may say, when we were all discussing this, like, I think pretty much after Reigns won the Rumble, we were all pretty much locked on the fact that, you know, Lesnar's contract is going to expire around WrestleMania, and Reigns is going to win, and he's going to run off into, like, next year, and, like, Lesnar's just going to go bye-bye. But now the fact that Lesnar has signed a new contract, that pretty much says to me, Lesnar is going to win, he's going to carry it for another year, give Reigns some more time to develop, and then at WrestleMania 32, bam.
No,
then Reigns wins.
No. They wasted Roman Reigns. All right, you can't build up Roman Reigns again after this.
You can. I disagree with that. You can. There are ways that you can get him back.
I don't want him to win the Royal Rumble again. All right, it's just a rehash.
No, not that. Not that. Heel turn. Let's not forget that's always in the cards. Because, like, if you remember the 5 matches that he was in NXT, he was a super smug, like, kind of knew what he was, heel.
This is very true, but if Brock Lesnar carries the championship to next year's WrestleMania, whoever faces him needs to win the Royal Rumble. And Roman Reigns is not winning it again. Otherwise, I mean, that would just be hilarious. I'd keep watching. I wouldn't give up on the product, but that's because that's how bad it got. The fact that they had to do a repeat of 2015.
Actually, though, I was only saying, like, Reigns gets that, like, he goes for another year and tries over again. That's one solution to fix the Reigns problem. That's probably not going to happen, but if Lesnar wins at WrestleMania this time, think of all the awesome potential feuds that he could get. He's already gone with Cena, he's already gone with Triple H, and now he's already gone with Roman Reigns. Who does that leave? Let's see, Orton, maybe? Jericho, maybe, coming back, you know, for something. Daniel fucking Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, you have all these great potential things, and I think it's best that Reigns does not win here because this gives Lesnar tons of opportunities with faces to have to say, oh yeah, I faced Brock Lesnar, I got my ass kicked, but I faced Brock Lesnar. Something that a lot of superstars don't get the chance to say. And the way they are building up Lesnar now makes him like a global attraction. That makes him like a huge fucking deal. Here's what's going to happen. Lesnar is going to retain. Cena is going to win the United States Championship. Bryan is going to win the Intercontinental Championship. Both Cena and Bryan are going to take those titles, put them up to the fucking mountain. Lesnar is going to be the big, bad, like, ultimate boss, like he's supposed to be. And I know all this because I read a report. And because I read a report, about 90% of the time I'm right. But this isn't like from Mets guy or whatever. This is like from official sources and whatnot. And I think this would be probably good because it puts Cena and Bryan, who are the top two biggest faces right now, up like at the very top, while Lesnar is, I know this is stupid, especially with the championship, because I don't think he needs the championship. I think Lesnar just needs to be that big global attraction, but they put the championship on him, which is, I guess I see what they're doing here. But anyways, this is a really good idea, I think, because it gives a lot of like the lower talent like a chance to really shine. And if they start bringing up NXT people around this time, if they look, there's all sorts of things that could happen here. But if you go with Reigns, Cena, and Bryan, you have yourselves a very interesting WrestleMania aftermath going up until probably SummerSlam, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Look, if they're gonna put the titles on the top tier talent, what matters is not that they're on the top-tier talent, but if Brock Lesnar retains, it means he's not going to be on TV for very often. He's not going to be on every pay-per-view. The mid-card titles need to main event every single fucking pay-per-view. All of them. They need to main event. If they're not main eventing in favor of other things, then it doesn't work. You elevate the titles by main eventing them. Because the main event, that's not just words. That means something. It means that what you are watching is important.
This is a tough one. I'll be honest. Like, before Lesnar resigned, there was no doubt in my mind Reigns was going to win. That was etched in stone and carved from the gods. That was happening. Lesnar resigning is arguably the most interesting thing that's happened to the WWE in the last month. Like on the entire road to WrestleMania, which is weird because it happened on not WWE broadcast, but on fucking ESPN, which is weird. But either way, I think that if they take the title off of Lesnar, then the only way that they can keep him relevant is by saying, "Hey, it doesn't matter. That he didn't need the title. He was okay." That's flimsy justification, but it's got to be Lesnar. It has got to be Lesnar at this point. The crowd is just tuned out of Reigns. Even the marks are starting to go the other way. There's no logical way I can see Roman Reigns winning the title. It's mathematic at this point. Then again, this is the WWE. This is actually not going to be the main event. The main event is going to be between Vince McMahon's ego and Stone Cold reality. Which one wins? We'll find out this Sunday at WrestleMania.
You're actually not wrong.
Yeah.
So I guess we're all in favor of Lesnar?
It's got to be Lesnar. If it's Roman Reigns, what are they going to do? The belt no longer means anything. The main event scene is crippled. Brock Lesnar's momentum dies. Roman Reigns will become the perennial gatekeeper by this time next year. They can't do that. If Roman Reigns wins, then disaster strikes. Because Brock Lesnar is still around. And it is not believable that Roman Reigns can win.
Yeah, especially because Reigns and Lesnar have similar wrestling styles, but the difference is Lesnar is better at everything than Reigns is. Like, he's a better powerhouse. He's a better, like, actual wrestling. There's no comparison.
Lesnar also has a lot more accolades than Reigns could probably achieve in his career, give or take 2 or 3 years from now.
Oh, it would take his entire career to get to the level that Brock Lesnar is at right now.
If anything, I would love to see a double turn in this. I want to see, due to the crowd's reaction, I want Reigns to become the heel, and I want Lesnar to become the face.
That would be...
They already are, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty much
but
true.
official at this point, because
Yeah.
if Lesnar is going to probably get cheered the fuck like crazy. Like remember like Unforgiven 2006, Cena and Edge in their TLC match. Like Cena got booed like harder than he's ever gotten booed before, and then Edge was getting like super cheers. Hell, this even happened with RVD and Cena. This is
Yeah.
how it's gonna go. And it's probably going to be Reigns is going to get booed the fuck out of the building, and Lesnar is going to get more cheers than he's probably ever gotten in his career.
Kind of weird considering what happened, I think, or no, not last time he was at WrestleMania, but 2 WrestleManias ago for him. Wasn't that the WrestleMania where he landed on his freaking head?
It was WrestleMania 19.
Yes.
So 3 WrestleManias ago.
Main event, still won the championship.
Wait, three WrestleManias ago?
Yeah, because didn't he compete at WrestleMania 20?
Brock Lesnar competed at WrestleMania 20 against Goldberg in that hilarious fucking match.
Oh.
And he fought against Kurt Angle.
H.
Or I'm sorry, he fought against, Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 19.
Yeah, and then he fought against Triple H at WrestleMania 28 or 9?
9.
Not 29.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about the one against Triple H, but...
So it was 3 WrestleManias ago for him.
Yeah.
So that's like win, lose. So I would think win. Because, like you said, Calcos, we've jumped around this point a lot. Putting the title on Reigns is going to be very, very chaotic. And I don't know what the hell they're going to do to try and make that work. But, hey, I just want them to pick the right thing. And if picking Reigns means they'll pick Cena, means they'll pick Bryan, means they'll pick things for a very interesting future. I don't know about you guys, but this WrestleMania, a lot is on the line, especially during the main event.
Yeah, it's not just the titles that are on the line. It's not just the bragging rights. It's pretty much the future of the WWE is on the line here because, like, if they pick the wrong choices here, there's going to be people who are going to be like, you know what? No, I don't accept the fact that a guy who's been wrestling professionally for 5 years, like, that's what happened. Like, 5 years ago, he was playing football in Canada. 5 years later, he's beating the biggest badass in WWE history, a guy who legitimately fights people.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see that happen.
Yeah.
Yakos, you're with Lesnar?
I can't be with Reigns. Again, if Brock Lesnar didn't sign, then we'd all be with Reigns. I have no doubts in my mind that Brock Lesnar is keeping the title until at least SummerSlam or Night of Champions.
You gotta remember, if he holds it all the way to Hell in a Cell, he will break CM Punk's record.
Oh, fuck no. I don't think so.
Oh, yes.
Look, okay. People have been asking, is Vince McMahon really that petty? I say yes, he is. Remember, Brock Lesnar was the youngest champion in the world when he won it in 2002. And when he left, Vince McMahon was like, no, I'm not having any of that. So they thrust Randy Orton straight to the main event picture so that way he would be the youngest world champion in history, not Brock Lesnar. And CM Punk has slighted WWE more than basically any other former wrestler they've ever had. He is arguably their biggest competition right now. Just CM Punk, the guy. Not MMA, not Monday Night Football, but Phil CM Punk Brooks. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if Lesnar keeps it all the way to next year's WrestleMania.
Makes sense to me, I guess. Okay, we got our predictions. Thank you for sitting through this with all of us. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that groovy stuff. Subscribe to our channels and shit. And yeah, we'll see after WrestleMania where all this goes. Who knows? We might be doing something a little different after WrestleMania, but we can't say what. So yeah, let's move on. This is gonna be fun.